If we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come.
Yo. Hello there. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. It's been a very, very long night. I never thought we were going to actually do this anymore tonight. But I'm good. I'm glad that we are able to, but we won't be able to take any calls. Well, for those of you who are joining me from wherever you are joining from, please let me know if the audio is class before we continue. It's been a battle, but yeah, I've managed to find my way around it. Let me know if the audio is perfect before we continue. Share the broadcast. I'm going to do the same. So if you read the caption of this broadcast, you can make your own contribution accordingly, and I'll read them out to those of you who are possibly just tuning in and joining. So out of over 200 ethnic groups in Nigeria, ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, only one, just one, is making life the hell for the rest. And do not be in any way hoodwinked or swayed or emotionally blackmailed into thinking otherwise, because that is the genesis. The Fulanis are not the only people in Nigeria. We all know that. There are more other nationalities in Nigeria who make up that Nigeria today. But the government of Bokwari and their hirelings, as well as the Fulani elite from the northern part of Nigeria, they have made the issue of giving land to these invading Fulani terrorists as the priority, a national problem. Meanwhile, livestock program, as we all know it, yes, it's a private business. The only way the government should be involved in any business at all, which simply means that the government should never be involved in business. The government has no business in business. So the only way they should be involved in anything business is policy. Now, they brought a policy called Ruga, policy that will make every part of Nigeria to cede their land. Why is it that only Fulanis are demanding for land all over Nigeria? Because that is the problem. That is the genesis. And as much as they are spending lots and lots of money, billions of money, locally and internationally, promoting this agenda of conqueror's agenda, disguised it in a political form, forcing the rest of the country into negotiation for peace to stay alive, that alone should call all of us attention. It should call all of us attention to what is so dangerous now. This. Why should the rest of the country pay with their lives for not giving the land to Fulani, who, according to record, they are of a population of about between 3 and 5 million, and this number grew just in the last 6 years alone. This is a fact. What makes it right for the Buhari's government to continue to push the agenda and shield the terrorists from prosecution, push the agenda of Fulanization agenda, which is laced with bloodbath, killings, kidnappings, and all these, as much as they are about to swallow and dead Nigeria, Boko Haram's government and its hirelings, they are hell bent in either making us accept it or force us into a civil war that will eventually break up Nigeria completely. But the question is this: what makes it right for the Boko Haram's government to continue to push that it is the right thing, or is the only way to peace? I mean, the only way to peace is for the people to give up their land. Everything else, right, comes into play. But this major one is why everybody is picking up arms. What is national livestock? Boko Haram, give us an answer.
Livestock.
Huh?
Livestock.
National livestock.
I will talk about it. He doesn't know. He doesn't. I think he doesn't know.
These are all directed at Mr. President.
To me.
So corruption, yes, let me.
Answer.
No.
As
He
I
can
told,
talk for
He
himself.
doesn't know. He doesn't
as
know.
I
I want Nigerians to give you another opportunity to do another 4 years. Why?
well, I
He doesn't know.
I think
He doesn't know. Now, when you talk about this, those who want to be politically correct, those who don't want to offend people, those who want to, for their own political gain and political, what they call the political profits, they will tell you, let us be careful. You see, all these people who are killing people in Nigeria, killing Nigerians, they are not from Nigeria. Let us be very careful in asking or talking about these terrorists, okay? Because we don't want you to say something that's going to offend people. Remember, we are still together, blah, 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 blah. Those who want to, patronize you. Then you ask yourselves, being politically correct in the face of death will only keep you alive for how long? Because you see, those who are perpetrating these criminalities and those they have appointed to be their spokesperson, negotiators, and all of that, they know what they are doing, they know what they are asking for, and they are not denying them. I'll start with this. It's important that you might want to be politically correct. That's your business. But the same guys who are telling us to either give up our land or our lives, and if you dare stand up to say you want to defend yourself, then you'll be declared a terrorist. The same people came out. But before this guy speak, right? First, listen to this guy who was, this is where it all started, getting interesting, where Sheigumi, the national negotiator for terrorists in Nigeria, the national coordinator, had this to say. It was amnesty for them. That was the first time they were talking about amnesty for terrorists. And the presidency responded after that. They said the terrorists trusted Sheikh Gumi. After that, this is demo. This is not me now, all right? So one of the guys who followed Gumi to go and meet the terrorists, his name is Usman Yusuf. He came out in March and it said this. Yes, I'm going to share with you again. This one.
Thank you very much for having me. So, I have known Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Gumi since medical school 45 years ago. So we have gone back a long way. And I know personally how deeply he cares for this country and how pained he is about insecurity. We all are. And we have to accept and not deny that these bandits are Fulanis. Our Fulanis, not foreign Fulanis. They are our flesh and blood. Once we accept that, then we forget all the conspiracies and face the reality. What we will also not do is we will not deny them. We are not proud of what they are doing. We are ashamed of what they are doing. If you have a child who has gone astray, you don't kick him out. You pull him closer in the hope that you touch his heart. Essentially, that is the reason why Sheikh Ahmed Gumi embarked on this. He has for the past several years, been preaching in the mosque and telling our clerics not to remain in the cities, but to go into the rugas, into the villages, and preach to them what our scripture says. But he has to show by example. No government or person or group of persons asked him to do that. So he started that in Kaduna. He visited four Fulani settlements that had serious problems. And then he invited me to come to Zamfara with him. We were there from last Sunday to yesterday. And as we speak today, he's still on the road. Okay. What we saw in Zamfara was entirely different. Nobody expected what we saw. These meetings were arranged by Fulani leaders all over. The Fulani leaders, we cannot thank them enough. And
that was in March when they were negotiating for the terrorists, meeting with them. Do you know those who were providing security for them when they were meeting the terrorists? The Nigeria military, the Nigeria police. Do you know those who are providing the hotel for them in Zamfara state government? With the location where they met with the terrorists, who provided the location? Nigeria military, but they did not go after them. Immediately after Sheikh Gumi said that and he met with them, all the media in Nigeria started calling these guys. They became hot cake. They were giving opinions, ideas, what the solution should be in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in Yobe, Niger. After that, they have kidnapped hundreds of school children and thousands of people have been killed and kidnapped as well. After that video in March. Then, since Boko Haram is a ghost, the lifeless breathing mannequin, a ghost, the people of the governors of Southern Nigeria now came together that we are going to take a stand. We have to take a decision, and they decided that open grazing is now banned in the Southern Nigeria. Moving cows by foot, right, in Southern Nigeria is now a crime. If you are caught, you'll be arrested, you'll be jailed, right? But you know, it's Fulani Republic of Nigeria, Abi. So one of them spoke again, and this is what he said. Listen.
Is that Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. Ask all those, 13, 15 governors that met in that hotel. Was there any of the Fulani leaders consulted? Any of the Fulani leaders consulted? So they're there making laws for people that they have not consulted. This is a problem with government. Disconnected, out of touch with realities of people. You must sit down and talk with people you are making laws for. None of those governors have sat down with Fulani leaders in wherever they are and tell them what we're planning to do, or what we're going to do, or what alternatives are there. And then they're sitting down there and making laws.
All right.
The Land Use Act have taken over this land. So all this crisis is about land. So governments need to act responsibly and see the security implications of this crisis. And this can be solved, not militarily, but responsibly.
Professor Usman, what I asked you earlier, I do not know whether you can hear me now, I just hope you can hear me now, was...
Yeah, I can.
What the governor said wasn't that anybody should leave the southern parts of the country. What they said was ban on open grazing. Carrying cattle all over the place must stop. That's what they said.
Good. Then southern governors must need to provide places where this Fulanis will graze their cattle.
Is that not insulting enough? That is what those Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbu Alumajiris, all those humbled slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, those are the things they are telling you to hold on to. One Nigeria, one Nigeria. What is wrong? If you want peace, then you must provide land for these people. The audacity, the confidence. Did you consult our leaders? Did you consult the Fulani leaders? I mean, like, I don't even know how to take it. Do you know to put salt on injury, to add salt to injury? There has not been any one single state in northern Nigeria that has built one single Ruga in the last 6 years. You know, they are talking about Ruga, giving land and all of that. There was a time that in the media, in order to push their propaganda, Bauchi said they were giving 15,000 hectares of land. Some Niger State said they were going to give them 100,000 hectares of land for Ruga, brothers and sisters, for 6 years now. No single state in northern Nigeria has successfully built a Ruga and relocated, resettled all these invading Fulani terrorists. Their agenda is not to settle them in northern Nigeria. It is to settle them wherever they choose to be in southern Nigeria, whether you like it or not. And there, we don't like it. Do you get that now? We don't like it. So this is not a point of whether we like it or not anymore. We don't like it. We reject it completely and totally. And you see those ones you are giving money to in southern Nigeria, those who are telling you that don't worry, if anybody do nonsense, bring army, kill them. 2023, no waiting. Those are the people you will first kill before you eventually kill those who are going to protect the land. Mark that. We don't like it. It is not an issue of whether we like it or not anymore. We don't like it. It will never happen. And if that is going to cost us our peace, then let it start. Shouldn't it? They said this. So this one is not Al Qaeda People's Congress member. It's not APC member. He is a member of Papa Desif Pekin, PDP, and this is his own position on the Fulani invasion of southern Nigeria. It is paid for. They call them in, and they are ready for that civil war.
And is in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other, and that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
Operations. To bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I see there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan. as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the
If I understand it, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do. But it has to be done through sensitization, telling them you have to buy in the project, and you use the language, the culture itself to be able to convince them, away from the mistrust where the whole system of
Now, that is the Fraudgeria, Nigeria. This is the mentality of now. See, if you meet a Fulani governor and he's talking to you about one Nigeria, you are a stupid person to believe him. His own picture of one Nigeria is that as a Fulani man, he is also a Bayelsan, and he has right to the land in Bayelsa. As a Fulani man, he is an Ijebu man too, and he has land, he has right to the land in Nigeria. And they said, what we are trying to do is to educate the people, as well as educate these Fulanis too, that yes, they own everywhere. So if you think being politically correct, because you are educated, you have been telling us, and because you are dancing to their tune, the tune of you blaming yourselves for what they are doing to you, that, oh, maybe because you are not accommodating enough. But you don't have an understanding of the concept. They call you, now they are saying, oh, it's because you hated the Fulanis. Oh, it's because you hated the North. Hello, you have no idea which world they have created for you. You exist in it, but you have no clue about it. An average Fulani, Atifku, even all of them, as you see them in PDP, see them anywhere. As long as they have that toga of Fulani in them, they consider themselves, as you have just been told by a Bauchi governor. Bauchi state governor, he said an average Fulani man sees himself as a world citizen, Abi. How come the same Fulani men are now killing people in Bauchi for land? How come that this guy, Bala Muhammad, is yet to build a successful Ruga in Bauchi? And don't be mistaken, if you don't understand what the governor was saying, maybe this will help you.
Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. The oil in Delta belongs to Jigawa. As long, yes, because we are called Nigeria today. So that's what I'm telling you. The oil belongs to us all. And we, as Nigerians, shall do everything possible to make sure we take that oil so that Jigawa people will have the oil as well. Will have the money of the oil. Anybody who thinks the oil of Bayelsa belongs to only Bayelsa is just deceiving himself. As long as we are in Nigeria, we will make sure that we have uninterrupted supply of oil, so that there will be uninterrupted supply of money to Jigawa State, as long as we are called Nigeria. So of course we are not the same people. We have to understand that, look, I am a Fulani man, and Ijo is different, Yoruba is different, but then God has made us to stay together. So why can't we attempt to stay together? And I honestly do not mind, even if we're going pathways. Let's sit on the table, around the table, and agree that, look, that oil of Bayelsa, Jigawa cannot have a share. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But as of today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood, to defend our oil in Bayelsa. We will do everything possible to defend that oil in Bayelsa. It belongs to Jigawa State as well. You know, so that's what I want them to understand. This country fought civil war, and that's probably why we are still together. And anybody who threatened, unless if we are defeated, then we can leave the oil. But if anybody threatens the flow of oil, we shall fight and make sure oil flows. Ijo oil, Bayelsa oil, belongs to Jigawa people. And we shall do everything possible to defend our oil in.
You think say they're wise? You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. And then throw the guy.
Do you get it? That is the picture. This is why they don't want to have a chat. This is why they don't want to discuss about, Nigeria. This is why they have turned everybody to unity beggars. Oh, let us be united now. You see, we should not just be talking about all this. We should not just be, let's united. Unity beggar. Unity beggars. You see, those who are calling you to join Oduduwa Republic, they want to save your lives. Those who are telling you to join the train for Biafra Republic, they want to save your lives. Even if you don't cherish your life, don't you cherish the lives of the generation coming after you? Don't be that selfish. Call everybody. Call your brothers. Call your sisters. Tell them, let's talk about why it is safe to discuss and leave Nigeria now. It is better to fight now to prevent war than to pretend that we needed this graveyard peace. And eventually you wake up one day, boom, 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 everywhere. Go and call everybody. Maiyegun is here to talk sense into your head.
Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Bronu will answer. What of two teachers, what of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. 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 There is God.
Let's get serious, because it's more serious than that. Call yourselves before you become a victim too. What they have planned, what should have been a collective, agreed voice, is now becoming the dissenting voice, an opportunity to backseat and destroy ourselves, especially in southern Nigeria. A position is taken, but I'm telling you, we cannot bank on that position. You know why? Because those who took the decision didn't contact their Fulani partners, their Fulani leaders. What a shame. And you, as a young person, you might think you have a way of escaping while you mock those, or you watch those who are being hunted down by the system today. You won't be safer. You won't be safe at any point in time. You know why? It's been on record that those who have become victims of all these terrorism acts in northern Nigeria, in southern Nigeria, they've never been given an opportunity to explain or, in fact, differentiate where their loyalty belongs. You are all marked. And unfortunately as well, we are considered as infidels. When we talk about this, they said, oh, you want to start a tribal war. Can somebody tell me one good reason why the Fulani terrorists, which the Fulani herdsmen, as they talk about them today, how come the Fulani, out of over 200 ethnic groups in Nigeria, ethnic and tribes in Nigeria, out of over 200, one single one is the reason why we are all having this chat. And yet, we are all the people who possibly wanted to cause a tribal crisis How can you make that make sense to me? I mean, I will appreciate it because it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't. So why Bokwari is missing? Mr. Coup, Counter Coup, while is missing, people have come out to take a decision and make their position known. The southern governors who said they have banned open grazing, you and I know that they don't have the resources to prosecute any Fulani terrorist arrested by any of them. That is if they will ever have the capacity to arrest them. They don't have the resources to fight them. As we speak today, it is now on record that over 6 million small arms, firearms are now in circulation in Nigeria. Do you want me to shock you? The total ammunition and guns and all that in the hands of your own policemen, military, Air Force, and all of them we shall get gone in Nigeria. They put everything just a little above 500,000. Now, here's the issue. I told people, I said, because the people in power, the Boko Haram, the Al-Qaeda People's Congress, APC, Egbekegbe, because they are shielding terrorists, they are starting a war that they can't win because they believe that, yes, they control everywhere. They control everywhere, military, police, Air Force, the judiciary, presidency, the Agberos, and all of they control all of them, control the kidnappers, control Boko Haram 1, Boko Haram 2, ISWAP, control the bandits, Fulani terrorists, and all this manner of other ones, including the social media bandits and Facebook adsmen. Despite all this control, they are starting what they can't finish. Comparatively, if a civil war should start in Nigeria now, and the Biafrans decide to go all out, the Oduduwans who are also fighting for our own freedom decide to go all out, not because we wanted war. Let's be very clear. What we are asking for is a peaceful dissolution and then, dissolution of Nigeria so that people can deal with these Fulani terrorists who have been, who have invaded all communities in different parts of southern Nigeria. Since the government of Nigeria won't protect us, since the government of Nigeria won't let us fight them, break it up peacefully. We are not asking for war. But because the government of Nigeria, they are those sponsoring the terrorists and protecting them, so they are going after those who are asking them to save us from the terrorists. And since they won't save us, those of us who have decided to protect ourselves by picking up arms, the little we can find, to protect our small communities, even though many others are falling into the hands and attacks of these terrorists every day. Those of us who pick up these little arms, the Nigerian military, who should protect everybody, the Nigerian military are now sending their soldiers after to different communities where people are protecting themselves from the terrorists. So the situation has gotten to a stage whereby people are protecting themselves from the terrorists, which are the Fulani terrorists. People are also protecting themselves from the Nigerian terrorists, Nigerian military terrorists, which are the official terrorists. Now, at the end of the day, compare what they have to what the people have, okay? 6 million firearms in the hands of the people, including the terrorists. Last, by the time everybody finish, by the time the smoke settled, nobody will be interested in going back to Nigeria again. It will be so easier to part ways. That's why we're asking for it peacefully. You know what I mean now? We're asking for it peacefully because it is the right thing to do. One tribe out of over 200 ethnic nationalities, one nationality that they called African nationality. They chased them in the Central African Republic. They chased them away in Gambia. They chased them away in Ghana. They chased them away from almost everywhere. Now they have recongregated in Nigeria, and they claimed that an average Fulani man from Mali, from Chad, from the Gambia, from Central African Republic, from all these places, they are Nigerians. We either accept them or we would die asking them that question. We're asking peacefully, can we dissolve Nigeria to save lives? Peacefully. But they said, no, Maiyegun, stop asking peacefully. These guys doesn't understand peace. It doesn't make any sense to them. until they see your head on the plate or on the spike. They are not going to stop. This won't be our first time, okay? Before Nigeria came to be, they attempted in 1840s to attack us and invade us, overrun us, but we pushed back. We killed those we could kill. We arrested those we could arrest. And then we arrested all those who collaborated with them. Those Afonjas in Yoruba land. We still have them today. Afonjas of Yoruba land. The betrayers of their own heritage. The sellers of their own birthright. Those who are ready to sell off their own birthright just for a pot of porridge. We had them in the hold. Centuries ago, they did try, but they were executed when we finished with the invading Fulani terrorists. Here is another call. I am so grateful to God. I am so personally grateful that my generation is going to witness this, because they said if they make peaceful dissolution impossible, violent dissolution, it will be inevitable. They called for it, we didn't. Peacefully, we are asking, let us sit, discuss and divide peacefully, and we can still be good neighbors. We can be very friendly neighbors. You will dare not cross our border to any of these republics, that the countries that will arise from this dust, the crumbled and the crashed Nigeria. Yes, you will not be able to cross their border without any legitimate clearance. Today, Nigeria has no border. The only place where people are being killed, the locals are being killed for the crime and the incompetence and inefficiencies of those who are meant to protect our borders. The only place people are being killed are those who are in southern Nigeria. Locals are paying the price of the inefficiencies of this failed system. Southern Nigeria is where they kill people simply because they are living next to the border. Yes, in northern Nigeria, it is as porous as Boko Haram's brain. It is as empty, as opened, and accessible, as useless as the lifeless breathing mannequin Boko Haram in northern Nigeria. If they want to leave northern Nigerian border, same way, let them create a Nigeristan. Nigeristan, which is a place where all Fulanis from all over Africa are Nigeristans. That would be easier. Once you cross and get to a border called Oduduwa Republic, you will dare not. Are you mad? Of course you are not mad, except if you are. And if you are mad, we will kill your madness at the border. That is an insane country. That's how to keep people safe in their country. You don't tell them to give up their land, or they give up their lives. That is what we are asking for. A peaceful dissolution, no war. When they ask the Minister of Defense, people are mad. People are angry. What do you have to say to this? This is what the empty score, Magashi, said.
Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It's the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and find safety when necessary. But we shouldn't be cowards. At times, the banditry will only come with about 3 rounds of ammunition. When they fire shot, everybody runs. In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us. I don't know why people are running away from minor things like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers, they have the competence and capability to defend themselves. But our own duty is to ensure no Nigerian is hurt, and we're capable of protecting the integrity of this nation. And we will continue to do it, even though we are so stretched.
Mad people. Do you see that same failed statement, incompetence in one video within just 40 seconds? Why are people running? Meanwhile, at the end of the video, we want the whole world to know that we are capable of making sure that no Nigerian is hurt. But people are running. He said people should not be coward. They should wait, because the Fulani bandit terrorist coming is just going to shoot 3 or 4 shots. Are these guys for you? Is this what they want us to live with? Of course not. Of course we won't live with it. As much as they want it to be our portion, it won't. And that is why when you see your own brother talking about the future, that future in Oduduwa Republic is a future that if you key into it, you can detach yourself from a failed one that has dragged you for far too long. What is that thing that really, really fascinates you or will make you want to pay with your life? Like what these guys survived. How? Why would you want to be subjected to a country where it is so obvious, that the same people who promise to protect you are the same people arming those who are coming after you, and they are telling you you have no choice, you can't talk about it, and you think that is right? Of course it is not. Not when these lunatics did this.
I'm an ex-soldier, Sandra.
Oh,
What
good.
is just the Nigerian soldiers,
Yeah.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Usually the next. I was in the battalion.
Okay.
And we were fighting Boko Haram, Sandra.
Okay.
We went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a left-handed person.
Okay.
So I'm a sniper. I was one of the best sniper.
Okay.
So I was shooting, no morale, nothing, no pay, no means of communication to my family. My father thought I was dead.
Oh.
I was fighting, I was shooting. One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
Oh my
Sandra.
God.
Shot me on my ribs. They said in Hausa, it means that I kill people too much. I was fighting, Sandra. They shot a woman and her daughter. I was trying to save her second child, Sandra. I was running. They shot me, Sandra. I was barely breathing. It paid the grace of God for me to survive.
No, I'm sorry. They shot you on purpose?
They shot me on purpose. They say I too they kill people. They said in Hausa,
I don't understand what that means. You too they kill people. What does that mean?
It means I kill Boko Haram too much, Sandra, because I was one of the best snipers, Sandra. I don't miss my shots. I'm a left-handed. I don't miss my shots. That's what they said. No morale, nothing. No pay. Sometimes. No pay, Sandra. We'll just fight. They need to investigate them, Sandra.
Did you retire did you retire?
Sandra, I resigned.
Okay.
I wrote a letter and I resigned. I don't want to do this job again. I don't want to serve the land again. I don't want. It's really, really pathetic, Sandra, in that army. There's a lot of fraud things happening in the army, Sandra. I don't know. Seriously. They need to investigate the Nigerian army, Sandra. A lot of things. You see, when people are fighting, they're killing Boko Haram, Sandra, somebody from nowhere will just shoot and just kill the best shooter there. Just for him to die, because maybe they are gaining from there economically. Or he just die.
Àṣírí tí mo fẹ́ fún everybody náà ní sin ni pé ìwọ tó bá máa dúró àgbà ló máa pe hallelujah. Ìwọ tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ muslim láìláìláìláìláìláìláìláì. Ìwọ tó bá dẹ̀ wọ́n pé mẹ́ta lọ́kọ̀ọ́rin lọ gbé sangbótó ẹ̀rọ kò gbé anywhere tó bá ń lọ kẹjọ máa lọ torí ìlú yìí we are done for. Wọ́n ti lò level fún wa, wọ́n ti gbà wá fún wa náà, wọ́n ti ta everybody. So be prepared.
Want to low level for everybody, want to buy everybody. Yeah? Now, some people might tell you the reason why you probably want Nigeria to break up is simply because you don't like Tifnumbu. Even Tifnumbu doesn't like Tifnumbu. Okay? It is all about what they can make, even if your blood will go for it. You remember our first lady too, General Overseer, Pastor, Honorable Senator Remi Tifnumbu. Yeah, those are the future they are talking about. But when you remember that the same guys who are lying to you that Oduduwa Republic is a waste of time, their presidency is what will work for you. The same guys, twice, they gave you this guy.
Differently by
twice.
Different people. Man of integrity, man of honor, incorruptible. Some simply say you are phenomenal in Nigeria's political landscape. How will you describe yourself personally? Who is Muhammadu Buhari?
Well, I like to start by praising teachers
of my generation. I spent 9 years in boarding school, 3 years in primary boarding, and 6 secondary school. Now I think they do 5 years or 4, I don't know how many years. The teachers then, they were treating children and students like their own children. If you do well as a student, they praise you in the classroom and in the assembly hall, which is held daily, 6 times a week. If you misbehave, you will be flogged in front of your class or in the whole assembly hall. So the best out of you is brought physically and academically. You have to be well to survive. You have to do well, be doing well to survive. I was a class monitor. I was a junior prefect. I was a senior prefect. I was a head boy. I earned all those, and I know what I went through. But without good teachers, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
So who is Muhammadu Buhari?
I think I went through hell throughout my career in the military. I was a lieutenant in Lagos during the first coup, 15th January 1966. And if you bother about Nigerian history, you read coup, counter coup, civil war, coup, counter coup. I was all in it, including in detention for 3 and a quarter.
As if that is not enough. The same people, they are now telling you, they are talking about the Oduduwa Republic is a distraction because they have the magic wand. Talking about the breakup of Nigeria, we deny them the visa to Kano. As if to say, when you came to this world, probably if you had a choice, why didn't you go and come to this world from Kano, or come to this world from Jigawa? But well, here you are, a Yoruba man, Yoruba woman, trapped in Nigeria. Then you are being told that you have no choice because your destiny is linked to that of the Jigawa, to that of Kaduna. Hello, the same people can't tell you lies thrice. Fool me once, now your fault because I didn't know. Fool me twice, that's my fault. But fool me 5 times, then that means I'm a fool. Some people have stopped being fool because these guys can't like.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
The people that could not do that in 6 years, they are telling you to endure while you get killed and killed and killed. You are alive today because you are going to be the victims of tomorrow. Do you know that popular saying? The survivors of yesterday, they are victims of today. The survivors of today, they are victims of tomorrow. And on and on and on and on. An average Nigerian, as long as you call yourself a Nigerian, you are living on a borrowed time. Call it a grace of God, child of God, protection of God. But the day Nigeria happened to you, I don't know who you are going to possibly blame. Maybe devil. But I'm telling you this. Nigeria is a disaster waiting to happen. The people leading Nigeria to that path, they are hell-bent in reaching that destination. It doesn't matter how foolish that idea is. and the effort to stop them should be general. One thing that Tinubu can use to remedy his tattered image, if not for money that is given to them, all those praise singers, the humble slaves, the obedient fools. One good way he can redeem himself is to, for the first time in his life, stand up for Yoruba people, stand up for Yoruba land, speak up exactly as a Yoruba man. He can claim to be a nationalist, we don't care. At least let him be man enough. Let him show that he has balls. Let him stand up and speak for Yoruba people. The danger, and then, the danger that we are locked in, the advantage of us educating our people, bringing them to God's speed of what is coming and how to prevent it, how to fight it, how to prevent and save ourselves. The reason why that message is so slow in reaching to our people is because Tinubu continue to spend money, himself and his agent, the money they should have used for the development of Yoruba land. They are spending that money now to buy this loyalty from across Yoruba land. Abokis are collecting their own share. The Igbo politicians are collecting their own share. Everybody is collecting their own share from Tinubu as we speak. Royal fathers are collecting. Youth leaders are collecting. Union student leaders are collecting. A lot is going on. Market women and men are collecting. Meanwhile, the message they are giving to them is that Tinubu must be president in 2023. Ask yourself this question. If the idea to keep you safe, if it is so golden that they know about how to keep you safe, why are they not giving that idea to Boko Haram now? Are people being killed, those who are being kidnapped and killed now, do they not deserve to be alive? You are alive today. You may be dead tomorrow, not because you have done anything wrong. Well, people die naturally anyway, but it's not natural for you to be captured by terrorists and be given an option to either live or die. Then you have to choose in between. That is not natural. That is what they are telling you to get used to until solution comes. Whatever is that solution that Tinubu has, can they not set small solution for Buhari to keep us safe? By 2023, many villages in Yoruba land would have fallen into the hands of terrorists. We have no capacity to protect them. We don't. But we believe that if we keep relying on these people, we will all be dead before 2023. And before that happens, we will rise and fight. Ego Newari Holiday. I have seen your super sticker and your super chat. I'm going to read it out. Maiyegun, God bless and protect you from all harm and danger. I don't blame the Fulani leaders because our leaders are have sold themselves so cheap to them. Unfortunately, they didn't sell themselves. They sold us for the peanuts, for the gold coins that they gave to them, and the luster of office, the advantage, the pleasure of office that they promised them. And we are the one paying the debt, whatever that cost. Now paying with our lives is not going to be part of the bargain. That is why you as a Yoruba man, it doesn't even matter if you are a Buhari idiot, okay? See, you will still be my brother anyway, all right? Because you will still be my brother. You're still going to live in Yoruba land. You will still be my sister as well. It doesn't matter even if you are a Sai-Barbarian, okay? Whether you have Lagos Abobaku, or whether you are Oshogbo Alimajiri, whether your own is abroad, where you are a Mumu lecturer, Bele lecturer, and the Mumu Madu, you will still be my brother. Before Nigeria, there was Yoruba land. After Nigeria, there will be Yoruba land. And you will always be my brother and sisters, okay? The reason why the message is not eating on me is that you believe that the same people who brought us to this level can find the solution and be part of the solution. They can't. Being part of the solution means that they have to, the solution is giving up a lot. These are the things they can't give up. And you cannot bet your life on it. Unfortunately, I'm going to take a commercial break. To see our sponsor. I received a report from Sendwave to all of you, my friends, who have visited the link to download SendWave app. The link is inside, it's in the description of this video you are watching. SendWave is an app, international money transfer app that currently works in United States of America, in Canada, Italy, Spain, and United Kingdom. Sending money using this app is free. There is no commission. Then if you then use Politico on your first transfer, when you download the app, follow the instruction on it, okay? If you are in any of these countries I listed, after downloading the app, when next you want to send money to any relative back in Oduduwa Republic, back in Biafra land, Oduduwa land, even in Arewa land, Middle Belt or Ijo land, after downloading the app, which is in this, the link is right there in this description, right? Then you will get free £5, €5, or $5. I received a report, and the way it works is this: you can send money directly into people's bank accounts in Nigeria. When you send the money to them through the banks like Fidelity, Access Bank, GTB Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, when you send the money, for example, let's say you want to send €100 or you want to send £100, the money will be given to them in dollars in Nigeria. When you send that money to them, having their bank details in their bank, when they get to the bank, they will automatically get an automatically opened domiciliary account, a dollar account. You don't worry, it's free. So when they get to the bank, they will withdraw their dollars, equivalent of money you sent to them, plus the $5 when you use the Politico as the promo code, okay? I was given the data today, and which means you can then take your dollars to anywhere and change it in your own preferred rate, to your own preferred rate. So they are not going to give you Naira when you take the money in Nigeria. This is also very good for everybody who actually love to put money home before they travel to Nigeria. Yes, you do send money to people's accounts and all of that. You don't have to. If you have a Nigerian account and you don't have a domiciliary account, send money to that your GTB bank account, your Fidelity bank account, or your Access Bank account. When you get to Nigeria, your bank will immediately give you the details of the bank after you show them the proof of your transfer. I was told today that 86 of my friends have downloaded the app, and 19 of you have used the Politico promo code. It is free to send money to any part of the world from these 5 countries. They are part of Maiyegun's Diary political sponsor, and we just reach out to them. Thank you very much. Let us continue before we round up. A quick flashback to when these Janjaweed who are now leading us to war were telling us that they had the solution. But before I share that I think I should share that with you first. You remember this guy, and you remember some faces too. Check this out.
This is their record. The exchange rate has moved from 120 to the dollar to 240 to the dollar. That is Jonathan's record. Jobs have been destroyed. Livelihoods have been destroyed. Over 1 million people have been displaced because of incompetent and corrupt security mismanagement. Meanwhile, during this period, oil prices have been at their all-time high. Trillions have been budgeted for security, but the only thing you see are mansions in Abuja owned by ministers of defense and generals. We know these houses, we know the owners. This is the record of the Jonathan administration in the last 6 years. That's why they don't want to talk about it. So what do they talk about? They move from church to church preaching religious division. They move from town to town preaching ethnic division. They have no record to run on. They take photographs of private estates and claim that the government built the estates. They take photographs of railway bullet trains from Port Harcourt and claim that it's federal government train system. They lie for a living. Do not believe anything they say. Even when they say good morning, check, it is probably evening. So do not be deceived. I am here before you as a father of young people like you because I have many children. We don't count our children. We count blessings. That I care about your future. We all care about your future because we have children too. And we want you to stand up and vote for change. On that day, you get your BBCs. Don't be intimidated by anyone in uniform. Remember, a few weeks ago, we needed to get the help of Chad and Niger to chase Boko Haram. So don't let them scare you. They should not scare you. Go out with your permanent voter's card and vote for the party and the candidates that will secure your future. That party is the APC. That party is the APC. Those candidates are the candidates of the APC that emerged through transparent primaries, not criminal imposition. The APC is different. We are different. We represent integrity.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Do you get that? Yo, we are going to secure your future. We will secure your future. Good luck, Jonathan. Actually, seems to have, it's like a prophet, Unfortunately, this guy's now made Good Luck Jonathan's the best since Bokwari took the medal of the first position of the worst thing that ever happened to a human being, right? Somebody was asking me what is the exchange rate when you send money through the Sendwave. There's no exchange rate, okay? Wherever money you send, wherever you send it from, if you send your money from the US, they will receive the money in dollars in Nigeria once they go to the bank. If you send the money from Italy or Spain in euros, they will receive the money in dollars, equivalent of that money in dollars. Depends on the exchange rate, okay, between dollars and euro. They will receive it in Nigeria. If you send the money from the UK, that's pound sterling, right? They will receive the money converted to dollars. They will give them dollars. Now they can take their dollar to go and change it anywhere at any exchange rate you want. You can change it in the bank. You can go and change it elsewhere. It's up to you, okay? But the bank will give you dollars equivalent. And then sending this money during the transfer, there is no commission, no charges, no nothing, all right? To use the promo code, pay attention to the settings. When you go into the settings, okay, that's where you're going to see promo code, enter Politico, and save it. Your first transfer, you are going to get extra $5 or £5. The link to download the app is in this broadcast. Check it on Facebook. Check the description. On YouTube, check the description of the video. Good luck, Jonathan.
We can no longer go backward. We must move forward. And I said that when you talk about change, the only thing that can bring a lasting change in this country is the implementation of the national conference that all Nigerians gathered to come up with a document and say that if we begin to do things this way, we will change this country for better. These people who are talking about change refuse to participate. they say they will not implement it. So what change are they bringing? Every time you listen to them, you see the bitterness in their hearts. Bitter, hunger, as if somebody has taken their property. Venom. And I said that, look, you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't have a peaceful heart, a friendly heart, you cannot bring peace to people. For you to bring peace, you must be somebody who can forgive. Somebody who brings peace. It's not somebody who asks people to go and kill that will bring peace. It will bring crisis to us. Especially now that society is so sophisticated and small light arms and small weapons are all over the place. You set this country ablaze. And we will not go back to those primitive days. This country must move forward.
That was Good Luck Egbere Jonathan in 2015. Many people won, but you know, the jihadists won. And today, all of us are now learning how to dodge bullets. Or how to wear bulletproof, or how to dodge machete. They say, the Aboki, if you hold machete, just make sure, say, you know, use your hand like that. Now we are learning how to run in the jungle. And Tifnumbu, even Tifnumbu himself is shocked. Tifnumbu, what do you have to say to all of this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So if you read it anywhere, Tifnumbu is going to do this, the Tinubu is going to do that, APC will do this, blah, 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 blah. Lori Ronnie, don't waste your time. Because, you know, I know there's a time I'm waiting for many people. Many of those who still believe in Nigeria today, once they play the last joker for Tifnumbu, once they remove the shock, once they begin the abracadabra, once Malami finalize the whole thing they are plotting right now, once everything is sorted, and maybe Tifnumbu is on the run. You see those Lagos Abobakus, that's why I call them my brothers, my sisters. Many of them, they will hold stone like this, they will hold cutlass like this, and they will be asking us that Oyamo will break them, like these guys are doing. Say break them, everybody break everything. Who they go? Oduduwa Republic. Now, oh yeah, Allah came and Allah damada. Everybody, oh yeah, we'll start to divide them. That's why we shouldn't be in a rush. Tifnumbu is their last shot. Whatever that even mean, right? Many of us will not be dragged into another arrangement that will also guarantee the slaughtering and then the conquering of our own people and our land, and at the same time turn us to refugees in different parts of the world, simply because some people want to be governors, some people want to be senators, some people want to be president and all of that. Even Bokwari is not embracing Nigeria, is embracing his own better country. He is living the high here for all of you. He is embracing Niger. And you can tell. So what makes you a born and bred Yoruba son and daughter to take it upon yourself to save Nigeria? How and why do you think you can? Or you should? For who? And for how long? And with what? Your blood, or the blood of your own brothers and sisters too. You, as a Biafran, as a Middle Beltan, why do you have to oppose the, look at Bokwari. Bokwari is embracing his country. He is from Niger Republic. And the opportunity they have right now, they've made Niger Republic the 37th state of Nigeria. Where do you think you belong to when they believe that every land is owned by the Fulanis? Unfortunately, say it as it is. Unfortunately, we have our brothers and sisters who want us to appear like this. I mean, if you want to belong, if you want to be identified as successful, if you want to be safe, why not just dress up like this? Since we are all Africans and then everybody comes from everywhere, this is the ideology they are trying to force on us. Once this slides, our children will forget who we were. And that is unforgivable. You may be long dead. If you have a chance of looking back, what would it be when you see your Yoruba brethren who are now dressed like this? Because this is how you have to appear if you want to stay safe in that future Nigeria they are building for us. I don't want to be part of that. That is why I support my own brothers and sisters. We say, let's move. Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà is the umbrella body for Oduduwa Republic campaign. And I'm going to bring on to Maiyegun's diary this Sunday. In 2-3 days' time, the flyer will be out soon. Yoruba exit. I'm going to bring Professor Banji Akintoye, the Attorney Yoruba, Attorney Oòduà Republic. I'm going to bring him onto Maiyegun's diary political. We did not call for war. It was these guys who brought in their cows that eat that country. And since the moment Bokwari decided to play and stay aloof, pretend that those of us asking for our safety to be respected, our spaces to be respected, they are blaming us for whatever it is now. They said we are asking for war. Since Bokwari won't care, when this Nigeria collapse, everybody go take his own part. Yorubas, be ready. Tell your children. It is the right thing to do. I mean, it is the right thing to do. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Like I said, I had a little problem setting up earlier. We are unable to use some of the equipment tonight. It's a direct one tonight, but good enough. You can watch the video after this if you are just joining me. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. And then from here, from me to you, remember, Ileya Ọmọ Oòduà, Ọmọ Oòduà, Dìde, good night.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Díjọ́ ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kí máa